Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The Greensboro City Council unanimously passed a resolution regarding the winter shelter program for the upcoming winter season. The resolution grants the city manager authorization to enter into a contract with Greensboro Urban Ministries in an amount not to exceed $425,000. The city, along with Greensboro Urban Ministries, the local faith community, and other community leaders, have partnered to develop a program to provide overnight sheltering this winter. Greensboro City Manager Nathaniel Trey Davis said the city is expanding its community partnerships in an effort to enhance services to the unhoused in advance of the winter season. We are thankful for these partnerships as they allow the city to provide for our most vulnerable population in their time of need. Through this program, Greensboro Urban Ministries will expand its Weaver House Shelter program, adding nearly 60 beds. This expansion is in addition to the 83 beds available at the city's Doorway project at Pomona Park. Greensboro Urban Ministries will operate 4 additional off-site locations downtown, providing case management and hiring support staff. The program will be available from December 2024 through March 2025. The City of Greensboro is accepting requests for proposals regarding the sale of property and the development of affordable multifamily housing located at 2701 North O. Henry Boulevard. The city is seeking proposals from real estate developers for the acquisition and development of the property that was the former Regency Inn. The selected project should address housing needs within the community and enhance the surrounding area. The RFP details are available on the city's website. Developers with experience in affordable multifamily rental housing are invited to submit proposals. Responses must be submitted electronically in PDF format by 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, December 19th. Send submission to the attention of Grant Duffield, the city's neighborhood improvement manager. For more information, call 336-373-2530. City Manager Nathaniel Trey Davis has appointed retired news personality Eric Chilton as Strategic and Crisis Communications Manager. As Strategic and Crisis Communications Manager, Eric will be responsible for proactively leading the City of Greensboro's crisis communications, providing management and mitigation strategies that advance and protect the city's interests and reputation. City Manager Davis said Mr. Chilton's contributions will be an asset to the city's executive team. Eric's experience and familiarity with the community will prove useful as we address sensitive, high-profile matters. Chilton retired from the broadcast news industry after 36 years. Most recently, he spent 21 years at WFMY News 2, and prior to that, 7 years with WGHP Fox 8. Outside of the newsroom, Chilton trains corporate executives on media relations, conducting workshops designed to critique and sharpen on-camera interview skills. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's News for Your Health.
70% of Americans are overweight, and the majority of them have health issues that would improve with weight loss. So how do you know if your weight is affecting your health? The easiest way is to calculate out your BMI, or your body mass index. You can do that by going online and entering in your height and your weight. It will give you a number. If that number is 30 or greater, it is likely that your weight is affecting your health. When your BMI is greater than 30, it puts you at much higher risk of things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, arthritis, cancer, and diabetes. In fact, if your BMI is 30 or greater, you have a greater than 300% chance of becoming diabetic. If your BMI is 40, that increased risk goes up to 500%. So if you want to lose weight, the most important thing to start with is to calculate out your resting metabolic rate. That's what most people consider their metabolism, and it tells us how many calories you need to keep your weight the same with a low level of activity. The best way to do that is to take your weight and multiply by 9 if you're a woman and 11 if you're a man. Now that we've calculated out your resting metabolic rate, it's time to figure out how many calories you need in order to lose weight. If you cut 500 calories per day from your resting metabolic rate, you lose approximately 1 pound of fat per week. If you think 1 pound a week isn't significant, you should know that a pound of fat is about the size of a small grapefruit. So losing a grapefruit of fat every week isn't too shabby. Exercising while losing weight is important in order to prevent your metabolism from falling while you're losing weight. Studies show that just 10 minutes a day of exercise 5 times a week is enough to cause health benefits. If you increase that exercise to 30 minutes 5 times a week, you maximize those benefits and you find it much easier in order to keep your weight off. Studies also show that if you exercise more than 30 minutes 5 times a week, you can increase your hunger. That increase in hunger tends to make you eat more calories than you just burned, which defeats the point of exercise for weight loss. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully these tips will help put you on the path for a healthier future. For more information, go to conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Karen Beasley.
The city is hosting a day of discovery and networking for high school and college students, and 2 departments have published their annual reports. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The city of Greensboro will celebrate the 25th anniversary of Geographic Information Systems, or GIS Day. The city is hosting its first GIS event for high school and college students. This event will take place on Wednesday, November 20th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Simpkins Indoor Sports Pavilion. The event will celebrate innovative applications of the city's GIS technology in analysis and visualization, gaining insights into geospatial data within multiple city departments. The city joins hundreds of organizations worldwide in hosting in-person and virtual gatherings to recognize the impactful work of GIS professionals. High school and college students seeking internships in the GIS industry or with the city are encouraged to participate in this day of discovery and networking. Drop in at your leisure, participation is free, and registration is not required. The Simpkins Indoor Sports Pavilion is located at 1500 Barber Park Drive. For more information, visit the city's website. Creative Greensboro, the city's Office for Arts and Culture, has published its fiscal year 2023-2024 annual report. Creative Greensboro's mission is clear, and the successes of last year's efforts shine in the thriving, ever-growing creative sector. Looking ahead, the office is committed to enhancing community partnerships, expanding opportunities for creatives, and ensuring equitable access to resources for Greensboro's artists, organizations, and residents. The report highlights the previous year's economic impact of the arts in Greensboro, ongoing residencies offered to local artists, and goals for the future. The Greensboro Human Rights Department has also published its impact report, which highlights the 2022-23 and 2023-24 fiscal years. This report demonstrates the department's support of harmony, freedom of expression, fairness, equity, and education. It also pays homage to the work of human rights pioneers and those who follow in their steps. The report highlights the debut of Open Door GSO, an educational program for local organizations aimed at preventing discrimination in public spaces. Both annual impact reports are available on the city's website. Creative Greensboro welcomes Latoni Chromes for a 6-week showcase with the Greensboro Residency for Original Works, or GROW program, until December 16th. Latoni will lead Unplugged, a workshop series for teens and adults, facilitating real-life interactions to foster teaching, learning, imagination, and creativity without screens or technology. Inspired by the understated joys of living and building community during the 1990s and early 2000s, each workshop highlights a different form of artistic literacy, ranging from creative writing to crochet. Chrome's invites you to State My Word Wednesdays, a weekly interactive event celebrating literacy, expression, and community through games, performances, discussions, or creative activities. The residency culminates with a live showcase titled The You and Us, or the Unplugged and Understated Showcase, which highlights the art created by facilitators and participants over the course of the series. The showcase is part of downtown Greensboro's First Friday on December 6th. For more information about the GROW residency, visit the city's website. The Greensboro Solid Waste and Recycling team is taking inventory of straws, hoping to reduce the use of them throughout this month. Coming up after the break, find out how you can do your part to protect the environment, one sip at a time. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The month of November is dedicated to a host of opportunities to raise awareness about recycling and how the community can contribute to the city's sustainability goals. Joining me now to tell us about the activities happening nationally and locally is Ashley Robinson. She is a waste reduction educator with the city's Solid Waste and Recycling Department. Hello, Ashley. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to see you. So let's start with America Recycles Day. This is recognized across the country, so naturally we're going to recognize it in Greensboro. When is it taking place and what happens on that day?
America Recycles Day happens on November 15th of every year. And it's just a day that we get to celebrate recycling, educate people on recycling, and all the things that go along with it.
Okay, so we're going to mark our calendars for November 15th.
Yes.
Now, speaking of recycling, based on the work you do, why is recycling so important?
That's a loaded question and something we could talk about for hours. But the simple answer is recycling is just really important because we have only so much landfill space left, and we are filling them up. We are using so many products and just filling those up. And so recycling helps elongate the life of a product. It gives it a whole new life. Recycling also creates jobs, saves water, energy, all of those things. Okay. So recycling is really important.
And we can all do our part.
Yes.
And there's different types of things that are recyclable. Some things say they're recyclable, but they're not. So tell us, what can we actually recycle in Greensboro?
Yeah, so in Greensboro, the only things that we can recycle are paper and cardboard. We kind of have three categories. So the first category is paper and cardboard. That's going to be cardboard boxes, Amazon boxes, cereal boxes, paper from schools, from the office, anything from the mail. And then there's metal, so metal food and drink cans are the only metal products we want, something that you have to eat out of generally. And then plastic, which is the hardest one. Plastic is bottles, tubs, and jugs. So if it is not a bottle, a tub, or jug, it's not going to be recyclable.
Okay, and taking us back to the cardboard, does that include pizza boxes?
Yes, pizza boxes are recyclable.
Okay.
We just want you to eat all of the pizza that's inside of it first.
Thank you for that clarity.
Yep.
Now, with that, people don't always know right off the top of their head the three categories you just listed. How can they stay informed about what is and what is not allowed in the cart?
That's also a great question. The easiest way to stay informed is to download our app, GSO Collects. It tells you when to put your cart out for recycling, and it tells you what you can recycle, or if there's something you don't know about, you can ask the question in there. And it also, if it's a drop-off location, you can search that up too.
Okay, fantastic. And the app is free and available wherever you get your apps. And the last question before we run out of time, it's No Straw November. So obviously we're in the month of November.
Yes.
How can everyone take part in that?
No Straw November is a great time, and it is a time that we encourage our residents and everybody to not use a straw and to skip it. It's just a simple thing that you can do to help reduce our waste. We use a lot of disposable products, whether it's straws, napkins, utensils, cups. All of those things you're going to throw into the garbage. So by saying no to a straw, it's just a simple step on how to reduce your waste. They are not recyclable, so they are going to go into the garbage, and they are a lot of litter that is around. So it's just a simple thing to do.
I've tried to be supportive. I've seen the paper straws, but I drink slow, so my straw melts before I'm done with my drink. So I started investing in metal straws.
Oh, nice.
So I
Perfect.
can take it with me and take it back home and recycle my metal straw.
That's great.
Okay, so I have a straw, but it is not going to go into the trash.
Yes, reusable straws are great too.
Perfect. Okay, well, Ashley, you gave us really great information. Thank you for taking time out to educate us about what we can and cannot recycle, to get us involved with America Recycles Day and No Straw November. Do come back again and keep us updated on your other programs.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That segment is coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. These City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Commission on the Status of Women is accepting nominations for the Ruth Wicker Tribute to Women exhibit. The public is encouraged to submit the names of local women who have shaped our community and made meaningful contributions to the city at large. Nominations can be submitted online through Saturday, November 30th. A generous donation from the estate of Ruth Wicker made it possible for the city to establish the tribute to women in 2019. This exhibit is free and is housed in the Barber Park Event Center, which is open Monday through Friday. A total of 31 women and 4 organizations comprised the inaugural group of honorees. Last year, another 15 women were added to the exhibit. The tribute recognizes a new group every 2 years. For more information about the tribute and to learn about the Commission on the Status of Women, visit the city's website or call Commission's Administrator Liz Lennon at 336-373-2038. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. Top-level women's college basketball comes to the First Horizon Coliseum November 15th when UNC Chapel Hill meets the University of Connecticut. The Tar Heels have 4 starters back from last year's team that reached the NCAA tournament's second round. UConn features superstar Paige Beckers back from last year's Final Four team. Get tickets at gsocomplex.com. The Blandwood Bourbon Festival is November 16th at the Blandwood Museum. Enjoy the sophistication of fine bourbon, live music, food trucks, and the historic elegance of the Blandwood Museum, all while supporting the facility's ongoing preservation. Learn more and secure tickets at preservationgreensboro.org. Award-winning Mexican singer-songwriter Ana Gabriel brings her Un Deseo Más tour to the First Horizon Coliseum November 17th. Gabriel's career spans 50 years, and she's the best-selling Mexican female artist of all time with more than 40 million records sold. Find tickets and learn more at gsocomplex.com. The Adaptive Mountain Bike Trail at Keeley Park celebrates its grand opening November 17th. Stop by for an exciting afternoon that includes project highlights, information from designers and builders, and adaptive bike demonstrations. This is a free event. Learn more on the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Creative Greensboro is accepting applications for next year's Downtown Arts program. For the fourth consecutive year, 10 Greensboro artists will be selected, including the artist who will be commissioned to create an original work for display in the city's permanent collection. The deadline to apply for these paid slots is Monday, December 9th. A committee comprised of Greensboro Cultural Affairs Commission members and staff from the city's Communications and Marketing Department will select the artists featured on the downtown kiosks. Each artist will receive a $500 honorarium and up to 10 weeks of display time for their work on the digital kiosks throughout downtown Greensboro. The artists are also featured on Creative Greensboro's website and social media platforms. One artist will be paid $3,000 to create an original work that will be displayed at City Hall through June 2025. For more information, contact Karen Archia with Creative Greensboro at 336-433-7362. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to Lake Higgins. The Taylor Turner Hatchery Pond at Lake Higgins is being restocked with trout. It costs $2 to fish plus $5 per pound for the trout you catch. Trout fishing is open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays through Sundays until February. Anglers must be at least 16 years old and have a valid inland North Carolina fishing license. This can be purchased at the marina or online through the Go Outdoors North Carolina website or app. A trout stamp is not required. All fish caught must be weighed and kept since this is not a catch and release activity. For more information, call the marina at 336-373-3739 or visit the city's website. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.